Can I take you to the Barky Regional Deal?
I'm not responsible for Barky.
Senator, the Barky Regional Deal is not administered by the Cities Division.
We'll do our best, Senator.
Okay,
Ask
thank you. So, just with the Tennant Creek community, I understand that the cashless debit card is seen as a priority for the Barky Regional Deal. Is that correct?
Sorry, Senator.
The three priority areas of the Barky Regional Deal are obviously economic development, social development, and cultural and placemaking, and we're working with the Regional Council and the Territory Government around those three priority areas. So I think it wouldn't be accurate to say there's one particular component of that that's going to be valued within the deal over others.
Okay, so is the cashless debit card a part of that Barky Regional Deal?
Well, we're still finalising the projects that will be part of the Barky Regional Deal. So I think in the spirit of actually the negotiation process, until we finalise the list, and that's not very far away, it would be premature for me to discuss what's in the mix and what isn't.
Okay, but has the community raised the cashless debit card as a priority?
I'd have to ask the officials who've been in discussions on the ground.
Sure.
I'm sorry, they're in the regional program. We should have made that clear to you earlier, Chair. I apologise. So I'll just have to take it on notice. So it's not in my notes here. So.
Okay. So, can you point out anywhere in the consultations and discussions that have taken place? And I understand that the former Social Services Minister, Tian, was reported in July last year saying the cashless debit card has been raised with us by the local community. And I'm just wondering if we can identify where it was raised and by whom. Was that part of the organisational structure and consultations, or?
Well, I can certainly take that on notice for you, Senator. It's not here in my notes, but I'll take it on notice.
Okay. So the Department of Social Services is conducting information sessions about the cashless debit card in the Barky this week. Has there been any coordination or discussion with this agency about what they're doing regarding the CDC and any relationship with the Barky Regional Deal?
I think it's highly likely there has been, but I'll have to confirm it on notice and tell you exactly the form of the discussion.
Mr Dean Gooder from the Anyinginyi Council in Tennant Creek was on local ABC radio this morning saying it was this organisation's view that there was no evidence or information about how a CDC would work in Tennant Creek, and in fact they wanted an evaluation of the basics card, the form of income quarantining already imposed in Tennant and across the Territory. Is this assessment of the basics card being looked at as part of the Barky deal?
Well, as I said, I'm not prepared to go to the ins and outs of what's going to be in the Barky deal. It's not far away, getting that negotiation process sorted. The cashless debit card obviously is part of, probably outlines the Hinkler deal boundaries, but in respect, and it's been clearly linked to that particular deal, but as far as the Barky, I'm not prepared to actually talk about what's in and out at the moment. So
as part of the negotiations, Minister, has any assessment been done on how much the implementation of the CDC would cost in Tennant Creek or across the Barky?
Senator, I think I've made it really clear that in terms of which projects are in and out and what the process is around identifying those prior to us announcing that, I won't be going into the detail.
So watch this space.
Watch this space. We all want the same outcome.
It does say here, Senator, the next round of community consultations is this month, later this month, and that
I think it's next week or this week. This week.
Minister, yes, officials are actually travelling to Darwin first thing tomorrow morning and making their way there, so they're effectively in transit now.